Hey there YouTube, it's Nick with Feeding Fitness. Wanted to do a quick video today. I wanted to dispel some myths about whey protein and protein in general. I was at the gym, I just got home, and there were some kids, this is probably high school age, and I just heard them having a conversation. I've heard this conversation before, and I see it on the forums on the internet a lot. One of them was telling the other, the reason he's not making as good of gains in the gym as the other guy is because he doesn't have any whey protein. His parents won't buy it for him, so he can't make any muscle gains, or not as fast as his buddy who has whey protein. Now, to someone like me, or if you follow like the science people on YouTube or whatever involving fitness, you know this is pure and utter bullshit. But the reason I'm doing this video is because so many people still think there's some inherent muscle building power to whey protein, and that protein shakes somehow make you stronger or more muscular. And let's bring this into context. Protein itself is definitely responsible in the muscle building and how that works. You do need to have adequate protein intake as well as some other things to increase your muscle mass. That being said, there's nothing really special about whey protein or protein shakes that will cause muscle to be built. Some people will go so far as to say, well, I'm not losing weight on my diet because I'm taking protein shakes, which are causing me to gain muscle, and muscle weighs more than fat, so that's why I'm not losing weight. There are so many things wrong with that sentence that it's ridiculous, but people think this. Alright, so what exactly does whey protein do? Who should be taking it? And more importantly, what does it not do? Okay. Whey protein is simply that. It's whey protein. It's going to have a high amount of protein, a nominal amount of carbohydrates and fats. Depending on what brand you get, some actually have a fair amount of carbohydrates and fats. Alright, is it different from any other protein? Not especially. It's got a good amino acid protein, or a good amino acid profile, so it's a quality protein to take. But is getting 100 grams of protein from whey going to cause any more muscle building or anabolic activity than getting 100 milligrams of protein from chicken or eggs or milk? No, it's not. For all intents and purposes, you should just think of whey protein as another source of protein. I don't even consider it a supplement. I think of it as a food, and I think all of you should think of it just like a food. So what is whey protein good for? Why would you use it? Whey protein is quick. You can shake up a shake, drink it, and you've got 25 milligrams of protein like that. If you're one of those people that has trouble getting calories in, especially protein calories, because protein can be very satiating, whey protein is a good option. You drink the shake, it doesn't fill you up, you can still get in tons and tons of calories if you need to. Or you can make shakes with whey protein and add peanut butter and oats and milk, and then make a very high calorie liquid drink to help you get your calories in. So it's good for that. It's convenient. You can take a scoop of protein anywhere, and all you have to do is add water, shake it, and there your protein's in. It's good for people who don't have time to take a lunch break at work, things like that. Great for those people. It's also cheap, relatively speaking. $1 per gram of protein, whey protein is probably cheaper than most whole food sources. Occasionally, if you're buying chicken in bulk, eggs in bulk, that might be a bit cheaper than whey protein, but gram for gram, the protein is usually going to be cheaper or close to the cheapest way you can get protein in. Alright, so those are some benefits of whey protein. What is it not going to do? As I just said, whey protein is not very satiating, which is good for the person trying to get tons of calories in, but I'd guess that 9 out of 10 people watching this channel don't have trouble getting enough calories in a day. They have trouble getting too many calories in during a day. Whey protein is not good for these people. There's no reason to drink a 150 calorie shake when you could have whole food. It's going to keep you full, and it's going to keep you full longer. Now, I know some people will say they get full from protein shakes. Well, you, in my experience, are the minority. Most people do not get much satiation from protein. Protein powder, that is. So, it's not very good for people dieting. Alright, now people also have this idea that they need to drink a protein shake in the morning because sleeping has made them go catabolic. That is utter bullshit. 8 hours of sleeping is not going to cause the body to lose muscle. The body is constantly building up and breaking down muscle, as well as burning fat and storing fat throughout the day. And what we're worried about as bodybuilders or fitness enthusiasts is your net anabolism versus net catabolism. If you're in a muscle building phase or you're bulking, you want to make sure that you are building up more than you are burning off by the end of the day or really even the end of the week. What happens overnight, sure, you are going to be more in the burning off phase than the storing phase, but it's your net 24-hour that we're worried about. So that small period doesn't matter. You can build muscle doing intermittent fasting. I do. And that I'm getting my nutrients in an 8-hour period. It's just you do not go into a catabolic state from sleeping for 8 hours. At least not any that is going to affect your total muscle gain. Same goes if you're dieting. You know, when we're dieting, we don't want to lose muscle. And I think muscle loss is greatly overstated for most dieters. You don't really have to worry about it if you're lifting heavy weights, getting an adequate protein, and your deficit is reasonable. If you're crash dieting, or you're already super lean and you're just trying to get ridiculously lean, it's more of a concern for you. But most people trying to get from 15 to 10% body fat who use a reasonable deficit and lift don't have to worry about muscle loss. So you don't need to be taking protein shakes in the morning and casein shakes before bed. Now, I'm kind of straying off topic. I'm just trying to talk about whey protein here. So I've talked about, you know, what it doesn't do. It's not some magic muscle building tool. Think of it as a food. Just plain and simple, it's going to be just as good as your whole food sources of protein. It's convenient, it's good if you're trying to get calories in and you don't want a lot of satiation. It's poor for if your calories are limited and you need high satiation. So, like I said, if you're kind of a science person, this video is kind of a no-duh. Why did you even make this? Well, I made it because so many people still think that there is some magic to whey protein and that it's going to put on muscle for you when it just is not the case. So thumbs up if you like the video. Feel free to share it on Facebook with one of your friends who's convinced that you can't build muscle without protein shakes. I've built almost all of my muscle without taking protein shakes. So go ahead and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/feedingfitness, and I'll see you guys next time.